Bedford is quite well off for Anglo-Saxon graves. It's nearby is Kempston, which is one of the biggest Anglo-Saxon cemeteries in the country. It certainly was one of the earliest that was excavated, but it wasn't excavated scientifically. So we know less about it comparatively than you would suggest from a modern excavation, or you get from a modern excavation. But that said, it's had its own rich graves, a bit like Taplow or Sutton Hoo or something like that. It had its own, and we've got some of the elements in this case from it, including the Meerschaum buckle, which was buried in the 6th century, but may possibly been earlier than that when it was made. And the Meerschaum itself would have come from probably the Black Sea, around about there, or Samos, which was the other main source at the time. We also got a very early pin, which is a dingle-dangle pin. That's a wonderful, it's not called a thing. And it is probably about early 5th, late 5th, early 6th century. And goes with another grave which was found there, which is a type of sword mount, which is its direct parallels come from what is now Saxony, so it's quite early on. Some of the stuff, we've got imported glass beads, we've got rock crystal, amber, pots with faces on, we've got ladies' toilet sets, knives, shield mounts, silver shield mounts, and forms of fish, and whether it's protective charms. We've even got the Kempston brooch itself, a type of brooch along with a type of beaker, glass beaker. Is named after Kempston because that was the first place they were found. Kenwolf Mancus is the centrepiece of the exhibition, and it's a gold coin, about slightly larger than a pound piece, but only about 1/8 this thick. And it is struck about 800 AD in the name of King Kenwolf, who was king of Mercia. He was actually king of most of England at that point, the most powerful kingdom in England at that time. And it was found in 2001 near Biggleswade, and in 2006 it was actually acquired by the British Museum, and it's actually the result of why the exhibition is here today. It's the first gold coin, English gold coin, that was struck actually for trade, actually meant to sort of pay your bills with it. And it's struck in London. It's got Vicky London on the inscription on the back, as well as the king's name on the front. And it's basically, it was struck by Kenwolf, or under the name of King Kenwolf, because Mercia owned London at this point, as a main trading port for the continent, so it was probably made for exchange onto the continent. And it's quite ironic, because in the same case we've got Charlemagne's Solidi, which was struck at Dorstadt, which was the sort of counterpart of London, except slightly bigger, slightly more successful at the time. And this is Charlemagne, who was emperor of much of Europe at the time. Well, he's actually Western Roman emperor, is actually still trying to compete with the English kings at this point. In about 7-8 months' time, the museum will actually be closing, just about the end of the Olympics. The museum will actually be closing. You may have heard some building works going on behind us here, because that's the first phase of the redevelopment of the entire site here, which is a renovation of all the museum and art gallery facilities. So you're going to have soon in Bedford, for the next 2.5, 3 years, we'll have one of the best museums in the country.